In this video, I'll be trying to teach and help you when using the formal and informal pronouns in Portuguese. This video is specifically about Brazil because the usage between Brazil and Portugal differs in that aspect. So if you're learning European Portuguese, this video may not be that handy for you, but you can still watch it because there are things that we share in common when it comes to the pronouns. So let's get started. When you are talking to another person in Portuguese, in Brazil you have two standard pronouns. You can use the informal one that you can use to everybody you're talking to, that is você, and we have the more formal one and more respectful one to treat the older people that you don't know. And if you are talking to somebody of your own age, or if you are talking to somebody, friend, or another person that you know about your age, just treat them as você. Você is the standard, it's the safest pronoun to use because everybody will understand and nobody's going to get offended. But if the situation is more formal, or if the person is older than you, you may use o senhor if the person is a man, and a senhora if the person is a female. We use the letter 2 ones for people older, but how old? Usually I treat people in the formal manners if they are at least 20 or 15 years older than I, or if I just want to show respect. That also depends on the social hierarchy, so if I'm talking to a doctor or perhaps even a lawyer, I may use o senhor because I'm showing respect. The easiest rule to follow and the safest one is go according to the age. If the person is at your own age, it's fine, use você. If the person is older, use o senhor or a senhora. I say that the safest path and the safest rule, the golden rule, is the age, but some people may get offended if you call them o senhor because they will think that you're calling them old. This is usually not a thing in Brazil because we like to think that we are an easygoing people and that we really don't mind, but we do, and I've seen that. Even though I think that thinking that somebody thinks you're calling them old just because of the noun you're using is a little bit off and rude. The good thing about Portuguese is the verbs is not going to change, so it's the third person for whatever treatment pronoun you're using. So você, o senhor, third singular person. In Brazil we do not use tu anymore. Tu is the second person in every Latin language, and somehow we stopped using it, so you can treat people, intimate people, it's not really common anymore. We usually go to você, that is the standard, and that's it. So if you're visiting Brazil, if you're coming to Brazil, if you're living here, or if you're working here, you should really follow the age rule. If you're talking to your boss, but your boss is kind of the same age as yours, you can be comfortable calling them você, but if your boss is just older, you just call them o senhor, whatever is best. So as a footnote about social hierarchy, it's not the safest rule because this rule is kind of not so well thought. And if you're going to buy something in the supermarket, for example, the most common way to address the salesperson would be você. But if the salesperson is 20 years older than you, it's just better to use o senhor, even though the social hierarchy rule would say that you don't need to because they are not in the same level as you because you are the client, you're the customer, and the person is selling something for you. But I think this rule is really stupid and we don't really take that into account in Brazil most of the time. Safest rule is the age. If the person is older, treat as o senhor. If the person is the same age and if you're intimate to, você. This is golden rule, simple one. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope if you had any questions about this matter, it's solved. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video about Portuguese language and its tips and tricks, and see you!